Yo, party people, what's good? What's good? This is your boy D-Dub back in the building with another video. Today, we're going to talk about the inner child. We're going to respond to a question that someone asked me, and I'm just going to give my best description of it through a video. Why not, right? And we're going to make some jewelry in the process, so stay tuned. So the stones that we're going to have in the bracelet that we're going to create a pattern for today is going to be amethyst, rose quartz, turquoise, and clear quartz. Now in my hand, all four are there, but I have a pile of them right here mixed in. So from the lightest one, which my camera isn't really giving it much justice because it's showing this is the rose quartz, of course, and that rose quartz, it's a healing stone. It's for rose quartz represents love. It's just basically a love stone. Whenever you want to go look for a stone that attracts love or helps you be more in tune with love, this is the go-to. Then we have amethyst. So amethyst is serenity, calmness, peaceful unification. Okay, then we have the clear quartz, which is, of course, the clear one, of course, right? Is the clear one in my hand. It's the clear quartz. This particular quartz is the amplifier right here. This is what amplifies all of the other crystals or stones, jewels, to emit or vibrate at a better frequency, not just like us, right? We either at a dull frequency or we're vibrating at a high frequency. So stones are the same, they serve their purpose, and then that's it. I mean, they might break, or you might end up giving it away, is what I mean by that. So nothing bad, but each thing serves its purpose. So these are the four that we are going to create a pattern with today, along with talking about the inner child. Let's talk about the inner child. Anyway, I'm not different from anyone that's watching this video or even anyone that's not watching this video. With that said, I have voices in my head too, right? I have a voice that encourages me. I have a voice that just seems like it does not want me to grow. It doesn't tell me to kill myself or kill other people. I'm not talking about like voices like that, but we all have it. So to me, the inner child is the perfect example or the perfect description for the voice in our head that does not want us to grow. It's not really a bad thing. I'll be 50 in July, so it's amazing whenever an unwanted experience happens and we resist it. We can't see the bigger picture because we're in the frame. But if we zoom out a little bit and see the bigger picture, we'll see like there's so much opportunity in that experience or that situation. The difference between people is some would see that as a problem, some would see it as an opportunity for growth. That's what my channel is for. I mean, I want it to be for people that see it as a problem, but it's mainly for people that aren't going to complain about the cards that they were dealt or the life that they chose in their soul contract. My channel is going to be for people who get it. And I think everybody gets it, but they don't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm welcoming everybody, but as far as the people that get me, you know what I'm saying? Welcome, baby. Welcome. That's our superpower, yo. That's our superpower right there. And I try to tell people yo, you got the superpower. Use that shit. And they look at me like, the fuck are you talking about? So, I'm not just going to make videos for people that I want to wake up. I'm going to make videos for the people that are awakened as well. Dawson. So, you know what I mean? I'm going to make videos for people that are awakened as well. So I've always heard that we have the conscious, the subconscious, we have the ego, the inner child, shit like that. I always heard like terms like that, right? And apparently it's the same thing. So my point of bringing up like things that happen to us and is really happening in our favor is because every time I go through an experience that I feel like I want to detach from, I get these synchronicities that remind me why it's important to not detach from it. So again, fast forward, I've always heard about the subconscious, the ego, the devil on your shoulder, the voices in your head, or, just demons and shit like that. Like, it just always felt a suspect to me, And so growing up, I think after 9/11, I think is when, 9/11 was after, my divorce was after 9/11. So, after my divorce, I started going down this rabbit hole, and one thing just led to another, and I just started learning different things and questioning different things and researching different things. That's why, let me put out a disclaimer, right? Don't take my word for shit. Like, do your due diligence. Do your own due diligence and find out on your own. That's really the only way you're going to figure it out on your own, because no matter what I say, if you just don't believe it, you're not going to believe it just because I said it. You know what I mean? So with that said, I had an incident a few days ago or a couple of weeks ago that made me, question some things. And so when it happened, I was trying to detach from it, not detach from the situation, but be detached from the emotion, because I had to work that day. And when I'm at work, like, it's like I'm on the island, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna really come save me. So I have to focus. A lot of people think our job is physical, but it's definitely 90% mental. So salute to any UPS drivers out there. Salute to all y'all, really. But I say UPS because I know what we go through. I don't know what FedEx or Amazon, well, I don't think Amazon goes through what we go through, but maybe FedEx does. To me, when it comes to the inner child, it just sounds like the best term, because think about how a child will react when it doesn't get what it wants. And a lot of times when we don't get what we want, and it could be in a lot of different ways, but basically when we get to the point or create the feeling that life isn't fair to us and it's better for someone else, that's when that term fits the best. We all seen the iceberg picture where it has 10% at the top and 90% at the bottom, saying that that's our subconscious. So, it does have a lot of control over us. It has, as David Coggins would say, a tactical advantage over us. Our mind has a tactical advantage over us. So it's important that we are not just woke. Like, we don't believe this, we know this. Because if you're thinking it's something else, you're going to put blame and accountability and responsibility on that something else. But the whole time it's coming from within. And if you need help realizing that, then I can help you. Reach out to me. The inner child is basically a part of our mind that between the ages of 6 to 9 approximately, we've had some kind of experience, traumatic if you will, that someone that we kept or saw as high value didn't show us the love or appreciation or something to that effect that we expected. So being that young, our logic or consciousness has not caught up with our feelings or emotions at that time. So if we're not aware of that at that time, we hold on to that, and so that feeling, emotion calcifies in a frozen state. So as we get older and older, we still hold on to that feeling And so therefore our inner child, or whatever you want to call it, is there. But whatever it is trying to keep us safe. And whenever we don't get what we want, it pouts, it tromps off and shit, runs away. Life isn't fair. Why is me? Why me? Why are you doing this to me? Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? So stop that shit. Stop that shit, yo. Like, until you take accountability for what you choose to do. And by the way, making a choice, not making a choice is making a choice. So you might want to run from it, because I know you're thinking it. Like, I know my people have to have some kind of thought that is something bigger than us. And I would hope that you also want to explore that thought to just see how far it takes you. You will be surprised. Hope my nails aren't. Okay. So let me finish this bracelet. So, that voice is not going to, it's not trying to hurt you. It's not trying to like drive you insane. It's just there. It's there, it's there, and it's there. It's going to always be there. I came across the teachings of Wu Wei wisdom. Wu Wei, Wu Wei, Wu Wei, Wu Wei. Wu Wei wisdom. I love them because it's a married couple and they teach together how we create our own emotions, but we're not the victim of our emotions. So we create our emotions, but we're not the victim of the emotion, And once you understand that we have that type of power, you won't give it away so easily. Once you understand why people do what they do, it won't affect you for no whack ass reason. So to me, that's what, the inner child is. You can call it your ego. Before I changed my belief, because I'm open to changing beliefs. Beliefs change all the time, even when we don't know it. I was able to see like it's still what they want us to know it as, the ego, but I prefer the inner child because that's what it is. That's what I feel like it is. And basically, when we call ourselves stupid, oh, why am I so clumsy? Why am I so dumb? Why am I so skinny? Why am I so short? Why am I so tall? Why I can't shoot my left hand? Why I can't dribble with my right hand? Like, you know what I'm saying? We're always comparing ourselves to somebody, criticizing ourselves, and we're being judgmental with ourselves and others. They teach like you won't say shit to your inner child or your younger self, ego, conscious, whatever. But on this channel, we're going to call it the inner child. So when I say inner child, that's what I'm talking about. You won't say something to that you won't say to like your own child or your nephew or niece. You know what I'm saying? If your nephew or niece came to you and said that I'm unlovable, I'm unworthy, or I'm incapable of tying my shoe, what are you going to tell them as an adult? Whether it's your kid, your own seed, or your nephew or niece, what are you going to tell them? You're not going to tell them, oh, you're so stupid, you can't do that. You're so clumsy, you'll never be able to do that. You're not going to tell them that. So why would you tell yourself that? I've been there. I know it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is possible. You know what I'm saying? That shit is possible. I can promise you that shit is possible. Yeah, I'm very passionate about this stuff, man. Like, once I found out this stuff that we was being lied to, and there's so much more. There's like a whole new world out there, and that's crazy, right? Because like all this is my orbit. You know what I'm saying? I allow what comes into this orbit. I allow that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like Bruce Lee with this motherfucker. Like, you're not going to penetrate my bubble unless I allow it. And once you get stronger and stronger and know your superpower, you will not allow that shit. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. If you're not willing to cut off your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, cousins, I hate to say kids, but you know what I'm saying? Like, people would do you dirty. And the longer you allow them to do you dirty, they're going to keep doing you dirty. You know? And it sucks, but that's the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, duality, the yin and the yang. That's going to be another video, you know? Like, you can't have one without the other. But the only thing that matters is how you react to it. You know what I'm saying? How you clean, like, block that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta block that shit. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not bad. So don't feel bad. Don't let your inner child be like, yo, if we cut her off, she's gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, not wanna talk to me again. So the fuck what? You know what I'm saying? If I cut him off because, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be, we all deal with shit with other people. We all deal with different shit. So, you know what I mean? If you're up here and they're down here and they're not willing to come up here, do not go down here. Don't do yourself like that. You know you deserve more. Get back to this bracelet. So the inner child is not trying to get us. It's not trying to ruin our life. It's not trying to do any of that. It's just from that experience that happened to us when we were between the ages of 6 and 9. You know, it could be something as simple as your dad telling you to come. He's going to come pick you up, and he doesn't. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be something where, like, you seen somebody get their neck chucked off or some shit like that. Like, it could be anything that happened to us that we didn't understand, and we just couldn't make sense of it. We just couldn't understand why it was happening, and it just kind of cemented itself and made sure that, like, yo, like, when our consciousness, or when we finally got the consciousness, or, you know, to understand what was happening or understand things, it's kind of too late to, you know, reflect back to what happened, you know, because we've already created the habits and the behaviors and the beliefs of not letting it happen again. So, you know, for a long time, I was like, I'm never going to get married again. I'm never going to get in a relationship again. You know, all women are the same. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure y'all said that shit too. And we're not all the same. We are the same, but we're not the same. We're all unique, dope ass individuals, dope souls, you know what I'm saying? And these avatars, and these avatars are magnificent. Like, they heal themselves. It's amazing how these avatars can heal themselves. You know what I mean? They can adapt to foreign objects and still keep it moving and still be strong. But, you know, the inner child is not out to get you, man. Like, that voice in your head, be kind to it. Be kind to yourself. Like, love that whatever experience happened to you, like, it's not your fault. It's not. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta, again, zoom out, right? Zoom out, see the bigger picture, and see that your power lies in how you respond to it, how you use that experience to make you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Like, some things don't always happen to you. They're happening for you, you know, because I'm sure that you can help people that are experiencing things that you've been through. So be proud. Be proud that you're here. You're still standing. You're still standing. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something to smile about. If anything, that's something to smile about. You know, I feel, well, you know, in the past, I never gave myself a lot of credit. And, you know, when my boys would say something like, you know, tell me how good I did to make it out of a certain situation, I would recognize and I would see it, but I wouldn't, like, be thankful for it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, it's whatever. But, you know, we gotta believe it. Not even believe it, we gotta know it. You know what I'm saying? So it starts right there. It starts with your inner child. It starts how you talk with yourself. You know what I mean? We talk to ourselves more than we talk to anybody. So if you can't confide in yourself, which is confidence in yourself, then how are you going to expect somebody else to do it for you? You can't look for love outside of you. We gotta look for love inside of us. That's where it is. And love is not a commodity. It's something, it's a feeling that we create. So you're looking for something outside of you to, or someone outside of you to create a feeling that you can create yourself. Once you recognize that, man, that shit is powerful. But I get it. We have a lot of distractions. And those distractions are always going to be there. They're always going to be there. The question is, who's stronger, the distractions or you? I think that we are stronger. In fact, I know that we are stronger. That's why we got so much shit being thrown at us from all different sides. We're being attacked on all fronts, family. And, you know, again, pretending like it's not there, pretending like it's not happening, or being scared to speak up about it is not helping the situation. It's not helping the situation at all, because we need warriors. We need warriors that are willing to stand on their square and stand up for the truth. Messed that one up. Because if you're not willing to stand for the truth, then you'll die for anything. And you have to create a legacy. You have a legacy to create. You have people depending on you. It's time to step out of that shell, of that comfort zone, and change shit. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oops. Say hey to the camera. Say hey to the camera. Say hey to the camera. Say hey, camera. So yeah, that's the brat that always be distracting me, or always be making noises when I finally decide to hit record. But yo, man, we have to take control. But first, we gotta recognize that the control is in our hands. I mean, we can't focus on what we don't have any control over. You know, we just gotta figure out ways to cope with it and deal with it and twist it and flip it in a way that it fits our advantage. It fits our agenda. You know what I'm saying? Not their agenda. It fits our agenda. So I want to be on the front lines. I want to be. I'm just a soldier. This is just something I felt ever since I've found out that I've been lied to, like especially the news. Like, fuck that, man. Like, I'm not going to know that somebody's lying to me and keep listening to them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it always bugged me out when, you know, people would I think I want to put, it always like confused me. I'll just say confused. It always confused me when I know people see that the news, you know what I'm saying, is on some bullshit, on some divide and conquer bullshit. Like all of them are, you know, because we know who own the news, right? All you have to do is follow the money, and there's only a few people that own news stations and shit. So that's the motherfucking red flag right there. We're going to be talking about ways that you can talk to your inner child. You know, just be kind to your inner child, meet your inner child, and be able to come as one, become as a team. Because for a long time, I was thinking from that my ego was my enemy. You know, kill the ego and all that shit. Like, nah, you don't want to kill the ego. There is no ego. There's the inner child. And when you think of it like that, when you flip that switch and think of it like that, a younger you, like I named him. Mine is called Lil D. You know what I'm saying? I might change it to Sebastian because for a long time I wanted to name my son Sebastian. But I only have one son and we did not name him Sebastian. But I always liked that name. I always loved the name Sebastian. So I might change that. But for now, I like Lil D. You know what I'm saying? And ever since it's clicked, like, it's been life-changing. Because not only did it help me learn how to talk to and deal with my inner child, it also is helping me learn emotional education, which is important because that's a reason why we are how we are, because we lack that. My granddad always used to say there's more than one way to get the Hardee's. If you're from the South, you know what Hardee's is. There's always more than one perspective to see things when it comes down to religion too. Again, last video I said I was born Southern Baptist. That was Christian. I'm no longer Christian. I don't subscribe to that because it's not me. In my opinion, love is my religion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the golden rule. You treat people how you want to be treated. And I can only speak from experience because that's all I have. So I'm just going to end this with, I know that there's a power within you that is invincible, is unstoppable, is awesome, right? But we're all chasing perfection when we're already perfect because we're unique. No, there's nobody like you. There's nobody like Dub D. There's nobody like D-Dub. That's where we gotta realize that they're trying to divide us. They're trying to divide the people. You know what I'm saying? So we are the revolution. The revolution is not being televised. We are the revolution. I'm doing my part by just spreading awareness. No matter who comes across this video, like, just realize, like, you have a power within you that they're trying to diminish. You have a light that's so fucking bright in you that they're trying to dim. So keep shining that shit. When somebody tries to dim your light, you make them put on some shades. You keep shining brighter, baby. That's what we do around here, baby. We're going to keep shining brighter. You know what I mean? Every single day. No days off. Our mind, our inner child definitely doesn't take any days off. Oh, by the way. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it too good. This is the Shambhala style. This is the style I started creating originally. If you notice, it used to have like the style that used to have the disco balls in it. But I love it because of the word Shambhala. And that's actually what made me start making bracelets with crystals in them, is this style. I love it. With the adjustable, it has the anchors down there. You know what I mean? But through my experience, a lot of people love the stretch bracelets. So I still rock with the Shambhalas. Actually, I'm going to make some double Shambhalas soon. But this particular order was a stretch bracelet. And I really like it, you know. I love when people, they pick out their own pattern and have me to put it together for them. But when they tell me that they trust me to put something together for them and it doesn't matter, it feels good that they trust me to do that. But anyway, this is it. I like it. It's really dope. It feels good when you put it on. That's what matters. It feels good when you put it on. If it doesn't feel good when you put it on, then it's not for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you. I like it a lot. Make sure you comment on the video what you think. If you had any experiences like this, let the people know. You know, might be able to help somebody in the comment section, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help each other so we can grow together and take over this motherfucker. We're here to take over the world, baby. So with all that said, make sure you subscribe to the video if you got any value out of it. It would be much appreciated. Like the video, comment on the video, and until the next video, peace, power, and prosperity, baby. Salute.